Lag ako.
SS.
Pre, lag ako. Sorry,
SS,
pre.
pre,
Lag ako.
SS.
Ang pinag-low. Bakit sobrang
Gago,
lag?
hindi ka nag-SS, talo tayo.
Sobrang bagal ng wifi.
Ano mo bagal
sobrang
yung
lag.
wifi? Nakakonect lang tayo sa isang wifi.
Sabihin mo, pre, bulok na yung phone mo. At hindi yun mangyayari sa'yo kapag naglaro ka sa Huawei 5T. Hello world, this is cocomarTech and welcome to another episode of
TT with cocomarTech.
For this review video, gumawa ko ng list containing 11 likes about the Huawei 5T and only 4 things I dislike about the phone. So this is going to be an unbiased video since hindi to sponsored video and I use my own money to buy this phone just to review it. So before we start the review, I hope you like this video and subscribe to my channel to get more phone reviews, tech reviews, or something about tech like software. Anyway, let's just start with the video. And the first thing I like about the phone is the processor. Na meron siyang Kirin 980, the same as the P30 Pro, will cost you around 40 to 50,000 depending kung saan ka naghahanap. And yung Huawei 5T will cost you... Well, mamaya natin sasabihin yung price kasi kasama siya sa list ko. Spoiler alert. Pero yun nga, the phone is very fast when it comes to just scrolling through pages, opening apps, and especially when playing high-intensive graphic games like Asphalt 9, Call of Duty, Mobile Legends, PUBG. So any game na laruin mo in high settings or full settings, hindi ka magkakaroon ng frame drops or overheating or lag since kayang-kaya ng processor yung any game na laruin mo sa phone po. Parang fault ulit ako. Anyway, yun nga, sobrang sulit ng phone because of the performance to price ratio kasi sobrang bilis ng phone and you don't have to pay 40 to 50,000 pesos just to get this kind of fast performing phone. In fact, naglaro ako ng Mobile Legends at sa sobrang bilis ng phone, naglo-load pa lang yung game ng kalaban at naka first blood na ako. Well, obviously joke lang, pero sobrang bilis talaga ng phone. For the specs of the phone, you have a Kirin 980 octa-core CPU, Mali G76 ME10 for the GPU. Ang next na nagustuhan ko sa phone is yung rear cameras. So, bakit nga ba rear cameras lang at hindi ko sinama yung selfie camera? Well, i-discuss natin later in the video kasi, again, spoiler alert, kasama siya sa dislike ko. Pero, it's more of a personal preference. So for the rear cameras, meron kang 48 megapixel aperture 1.8 for the main or wide lens, a 16 megapixel aperture 2.2 for the ultra wide lens, a 2 megapixel aperture 2.4 for the macro lens, and another 2 megapixel aperture 2.4 for depth sensor. So para saan nga ba tong depth sensor na to na parati natin nakikita sa mga review videos? So itong depth sensor, ang ginagawa lang niya to, nakakatulong to para ma-detect yung edges for portrait videos and photos. Taking
1 hour later.
Taking photos using the rear cameras will give you nice, detailed, and sharp-looking images and hindi siya ganun ka-saturated, which I personally like since parati ako nagpo-post-process or edit ng photos using Lightroom, Snapseed, or Visco. If you're interested with editing photos with just your mobile phone, comment down below. Baka gawan ko din na videos depending kung gusto nyo. In the camera settings of the phone, you have an option na 48 megapixel ultra clarity. So kapag ginamit mo yun, hindi ka pwede mag-zoom and gumagamit siya ng long exposure for taking better low light photos. Also, yung 48 megapixel na yun, magkakaroon ka ng images na may aspect ratio of 4:3. For the ultra wide option na 16 megapixel, 4:3 din yung aspect ratio ng photos na makukuha mo. So again, pwede ka makuha ng amazing photos with this phone na very affordable as compared to flagship phones. Of course, mas maganda yung makukuha mong photos kung mas maraming natural light or mas marami pang artificial light. Pero meron ka rin option na night mode na nag-work din ng maganda since gumagamit din siya ng long exposure. So kung mahilig kayong kumuha ng photo sa dilim, maganda yung night mode na yun. Next in the list ay pagkuha ng videos using the rear cameras. So rear cameras pa rin. And you can get 4K videos up to 30 frames per second, 1080 videos using 30 or 60 frames per second. Meron ka ding electronic image stabilization pero hindi siya ganun ka-stabilize as compared to flagship phones, pero usable naman, hindi siya ganun nakakahilo. Anyway, I'll be doing a separate video for vlogging using the Huawei 5T. So stay tuned for that video. Ba't ba ako ganun? Nakakahilo ba yung ganun ko? Next in the list is the side-mounted fingerprint scanner. So yung fingerprint scanner nasa power button. And sobrang bilis niya. Promise, sobrang bilis niya, nakakagulat. Pero may times na napipindot ko siya accidentally. Kasi normally yung thumb ko nakarest dun sa power button or sa gilid ng sa gilid ng phone kapag hindi ko lang ginagamit yung phone. Pero promise, sobrang bilis niya. Kahit i-rest mo lang yung thumb mo dun sa scanner, magbubukas kagad yung phone. So ganito siya kabilis. Ilalagay ko yung thumb ko sa scanner in 3, 2, 1. See? Palagay sa bag. Ay, wait. Palagay sa bag. Ay, wait. Palagay sa bag. Iwan ko na ang phone ko. Next thing I like about the Huawei 5T is yung battery performance. So, meron kang 3,750 mAh. You can charge this phone in 24 minutes at magkakaroon ka na ng 50%. In terms of day-to-day usage, parati ako nanonood ng Netflix, ng YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and konting games kasi hindi ako masyado naglalaro ng games kasi may Switch ako. Pero kung naglaro ka ng Mobile Legends, you can easily last one day with this phone. And in times na kailangan mo na mag-charge kapag nalobat ka na talaga, sobrang bilis mag-charge. Kaya konting minutes lang kapag nagmamadali ka, charge mo na yung phone mo and you're good for the day. Charge lang ang phone. Okay na. Yun yung maganda kapag maganda yung battery performance mo and meron kang kasamang fast charging na 22.5 watts charger. So for the battery, wala kang problema doon, hindi mo kailangan problemahin yan. Well, in my experience and testings. Next is the build quality of the phone. So para sa likod and harap, magawa siya sa glass and sa framing niya, it's made from aluminum. Sobrang gaan niya, 174 grams lang siya. Kaya hindi siya nakakapagod kapag parating hawak mo yung phone. Hindi mo talaga ma-feel na mura yung phone kasi maganda talaga yung paggagawa ng phone. And for the color variants of the phone, meron kang tatlong option: black, crush blue, and midsummer purple. And of course, yung sa akin is yung midsummer purple. Para iba naman, kasi puro blue and black na yung phones ko. Next feature na gusto ko is yung screen. So let's talk about the screen of the phone. It's made from IPS LCD screen, 6.26 inches, 1080p screen na meron kang pixel density of 412 pixel per inch. And for the screen to body ratio, dahil hole punch display siya, meron kang 84.2% na mataas for a mid-range smartphone. So parati ako nanonood ng videos sa phone ko, Netflix, YouTube, Facebook. So wala kang problema, and kapag nanonood ka ng videos ng movies, wala kang problema doon. So since IPS LCD screen siya, hindi ganun ka-black yung black. Pero yung mga colors are very vibrant and saturated, very colorful. Kaya maganda yung screen. Also, the phone has a 19.5:9 aspect ratio. Kaya matangkad talaga yung phone, unlike me. Next thing I like about cocomarTech. Next thing I like about the phone is the internals, kasi meron kang 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage. So 8 gigs of RAM, it's more than enough for me, and I guess for the majority of the people, that's going to be more than enough. And yung 128 gigs, it's more than enough for majority of the people. Pero kung parati ka nagsistore ng videos, ng mga movies, ng series sa phone mo, wala kang option na expandable storage, kaya it's something to think about. Next feature, well, feature ba siya? Pero plus, kasi meron kang dual SIM. Of course, very popular na yung dual SIM, and almost all of the Android phones naman ay dual SIM. It's still a plus, and kapag ginawa nila single SIM to, baka hindi ko gamitin since dalawa yung SIM cards ko. Next is the speaker. So meron kang single button firing speaker, pero it can get loud, kaya maganda pa rin yung quality. It's not going to be the best speaker quality sa panonood lang ng videos for YouTube, Netflix, or gaming. Maganda siya, and ang maganda kasi malakas talaga siya, kaya maganda pa rin yung quality niya.
Namin ng tulong pinansyal. Kaya hindi ko maintindihan, ma'am, kung bakit sila nakarating pa dyan.
And last and not the least, of course, is the price. So it will cost you around 19,000 pesos depending kung saan kang bumili. Of course, mas mura pag online compared sa pag physical stores. Pero pag physical stores kasi, mas maganda yung warranty and yung mga freebies. So again, for the performance to price ratio, Sobrang sulit ng phone. Pero of course, this is not going to be a perfect phone. Kaya i-discuss naman natin yung mga dislikes ko sa paggamit ng Huawei 5T. The first thing I don't like about the Huawei 5T is taking videos from the selfie camera. Pero in terms of taking photos, okay naman. Maganda yung kinalalabasan, especially in low light. Surprisingly. Pero yung pagkuha ng videos, hindi siya ganun kaganda. So kapag magva-vlog ka, mas okay na gamitin mo yung rear camera kasi sobrang smudgy and pixelated sa pagkuha ng selfie videos. Chinek ko na rin sa settings, parang tinaasan ko na lahat ng pwede kong taasan, pero disappointed pa rin ako dun sa quality coming from the selfie video. For the selfie camera, meron kang 32 megapixel aperture 2.0 and you can take videos up to 1080p and 30 frames per second. Down below naman kung nakakahilo yung mga hand gestures kung ganto. Minsan kasi, well, involuntary to, pero yun nga, nasanay akong pag nagsasalita may mga hand gestures ako. Next ay wala siyang headphone jack. Personally, hindi na talaga ako gumagamit ng wired headphones, pero of course, marami pa rin gumagamit, kaya it's going to be an issue for some people. Next is the UI of the phone, which is the EMUI 9.1 as of this video. And hindi ako masyadong fan ng skin ng Huawei. So, ang ginawa ko is naglagay ako ng launcher, ng Pixel launcher since fan ako ng Pixel phones. And yun yung kagandahan ng Android since pwede mo i-customize yung phone mo unlike iPhone. Pero don't get me wrong, fan pa rin ako ng iPhone since gumagamit din ako ng iPhone. Pero yun nga, it's more of a personal preference yung paggamit ng skin ng EMUI. Of course, meron din mga advantages like yung mga options na screen record na wala sa mga stock Androids. Kaya, ayun, depende sa'yo. If you like EMUI, you will like this phone. Last is, hindi siya nag-expand yung phone. Hindi nag-expand yung phone. Hindi na-expand yung memory, so 128 gigs lang. Pero yun, as I've said earlier in the video, kapag hindi ka naman masyado gumagamit ng storage sa panonood ng movies, video series, hindi siya magiging problem. Pero yun nga, kapag mahilig ka mag-store ng mga kung ano-ano sa video mo, like mga videos na so wala kang magiging option i-extend yung memory mo using a micro SD card. So those are my experiences and my opinions about the Huawei 5T for using it for almost a month now. So again, ginamit ko pera ko dito, so this is on unbiased video. If you're planning to buy the Huawei 5T or you're using one, comment down below kung ano yung mga experiences nyo and kung bakit nyo gusto yung phone and bakit hindi nyo na rin gusto yung phone. Again, watch out for the video na i-vlog ko yung Huawei 5T kung okay siya for vlogging. Don't forget to like and subscribe to cocomarTech and thank you all for supporting this channel kahit simula ko pa lang. Alam ko hindi ganun kadali pero since sinusupport niya ako, mas gumagaan yung loob ko. So, thank you. Also, shout out kay Carl Gaming. Yan, hindi ko na nakalimutan yung shoutout ko sa'yo. Again, thank you for supporting and sana continue na lang yung pag-support sa akin kasi hindi ganun kadali gumawa ng videos lalo na kapag may 9 to 5 job ka and meron ka pang 2 extra jobs sa gilid. So, that's it and I hope to see you again in my next videos.